Good morning, everyone. It is time to start living well with our friends from the YMCA of Greater Des Moines. And we have a very special guest joining us in studio. Michelle?
We do. Welcome Emily Osweiler. She's the Executive Director of the YMCA Supportive Housing, which is what we're going to be talking about this morning. We're glad to have you here this morning.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Well, great to have you here, as Michelle said, but explain what this is all about. Explain what the campus is all about.
Okay. Well, the YMCA Supportive Housing Campus is a community solution to help eliminate homelessness by providing hope, dignity, and support in the form of a permanent home. So we are what's called permanent supportive housing, which means we're a permanent apartment. People sign a lease, they pay a portion of rent, they're building a rental history, but then we have wraparound on-site supportive services to help people move forward. Things like case management, rental assistance, a food pantry, groups, classes, so much more.
So there really is some accountability for the folks that move into this, right?
Definitely, definitely. We are, we have 140 apartments. So I always say we have 140 apartments, 140 people, 140 stories.
Okay.
Right.
So talk about who specifically the supportive housing is helping.
Yeah. You know, there is no one size fits all, really. We have people choosing to live with us who have different needs. It's kind of on a continuum. We have some people who maybe they have more of a financial burden in their life and they just can't quite make ends meet. They've been evicted or laid off, or they have debt or child support. They just need a hand up. They just need to get resituated. On the other end of the continuum, we have people who have severe mental health issues, or they've been chronically experiencing homelessness repeatedly or for long periods of time. And then everywhere in between, people fleeing domestic violence, 18-year-olds aging out of foster care and youth shelters. So
they had no place to go.
Right, right.
And how long has that facility been there?
We opened in 2011, actually just right around 8 years ago, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where is it located?
2 Southwest 9th Street, so just right downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
If somebody feels they could use some of this assistance, and how does somebody get involved with it or be able to take advantage of some of these resources that you guys have?
Well, we have a wait list right now. It averages around 100 people or so at any given time, but there's an application process. And people stay with us, probably about 18 months on average. And we've just recently piloted a new initiative called the Graduate Program, which would help people go to the next step.
All right. And how did this graduate program all come about?
Well, you know, when we opened 8 years ago, we filled kind of a gap in the continuum, I think, and then we realized we did, but there's another gap. There is a true cliff that happens for people when they want to move out. So, for example, rent will go up 2 to 3 times easy. They will lose the on-site supportive services and the accountability, and they will lose the community. You know, we call it a framily, friends that are like family. And for some people, this is the first time they felt a sense of belonging. So it's a true risk to leave that. And then when you think about the 100-person wait list, it's scary. And so what we're looking to do is impact the wait list, support our community in the way they need it the most, and increase our footprint so that we can serve more people. So what we're doing is our supportive services will transition with people as they move out for a 3-year program.
Now, when these people are moving out of your facility, is it because they have to move out or they choose to move out?
No, they choose to move out. So we're permanent housing. People can stay as long.
That's what I was wondering.
Yes, yes, people can stay as long as they need to. But for a lot of people, this is a stepping stone to their success, and this is a journey. And there are people that want more independence, and they want to make their own decisions and do it on their own. So this is supporting the people who want to do that.
Yeah, I know you talked about doing it on your own, but you couldn't do it on your own. You have a lot of community partners.
Oh,
that
my
help
goodness.
you as well, right? Because,
Yes.
Because it takes it takes a village.
Yeah, it does. I actually have it typed out here because I didn't want to forget anyone.
Okay,
this
go ahead.
was
Make
true partnership.
Make sure we hit everybody, because every single piece of this puzzle is important.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It took a community. The Polk County Housing Trust Fund, the Greater Des Moines Leadership Institute Community Leadership Program took us on as a project, and so that team, they were the village people, yes, and they worked for almost a year on this project. The American Family Insurance Dreams Foundation, Polk County Supervisor Robert Brownell, Wells Fargo, Nationwide Foundation, Principal Foundation, Hubble, Knapp Properties, the United Way of Central Iowa, and Sam Fatala Creative created a video for us. So not to mention all of the volunteers and just donors that the YMCA Supportive Housing Campus
And
has.
I say the volunteers that you mentioned, that's probably one of the more crucial elements that you
yeah.
have, isn't it? And
Yes.
Is there opportunities for people to come over
all
and,
the time
and volunteer too?
Yes, check out our website.
And what type of things are you looking for people to do if they are the volunteers?
We have so many opportunities. It can be serving a meal, it could be sorting clothes in our pantry, it could be stocking shelves. I mean, all ages, as long as you want, we've got all kinds of meaningful opportunities.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen some amazing transformations with people that first came into the permanent housing. Is there any one particular story that jumps out at you where somebody came in and they were just all distraught, and they got their feet underneath them and they start getting their bearings on what's going on, and were able to move on?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately we get to see that all the time. It's so exciting. You see this kind of light come on in someone's eyes and they realize there is a future, there is hope, they can do it, and so this graduate program, it's really been one of my favorite things. I've been with the Y 14 years.
Wow.
And to see this, people, it's just this huge empowerment. It's taken a community to put the program together, but these residents are doing it for themselves. And so not only is it impacting their life, but that means we get to bring in someone from the wait list, someone who's probably outside, someone who really needs our services.
It's probably
That's a pretty big wait list.
Yeah.
So are you guys, and so you have limited capacity and so forth. How do you see yourself trying to expand so that you can maybe have a smaller wait list and accommodate more, or?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that someday. And I think that until that time, we are just, how can we be a model to be replicated? So as supportive as possible, as efficient as possible, and this graduate program will help us slowly increase our residents as well. So.
Are there things that the people that are on the waiting list that you are able to maybe still help them and assist them with?
We are just starting to look into some of that, actually, some programming for some of the people on our wait list. Yeah.
That's a hard thing. You want to be able to help everybody.
It is. It's right. The wait list is not a good thing to have, but it shows a true need in our community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about some of the folks that are moving on into your graduate program, so to speak, and the sense of pride they must have in themselves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should check out our Facebook page. We've got videos and we have pictures of the graduates moving out, and you can just see it. You can just see it in their eyes. It's so exciting.
So where does the graduate program go from here then?
Well, I think, we have a website. It's at dmymca.org/graduate program, and you can learn more about how to help. There's a video there. But I think, the exciting thing is we had funders and community partners come together for this pilot program of 5. And since then, we've had 2 different anonymous individuals call and say, we want to sponsor a 6th graduate. We want to sponsor a 7th graduate. So it's out there, and there are ways for people to get connected. Yeah.
So it is,
it's going,
ringing true with a lot of people.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't surprise me that the YMCA of Greater Des Moines is involved in something like this.
Yeah, and I think it's nice, like you said, your online, your website is a great place for people to go if they want to help get involved and volunteer. And
yes.
It sounds like you have a lot of different opportunities for everybody to kind of experience what you guys are doing and help out with things.
Yeah.
The community aspect is very important.
Definitely, definitely.
Well, you guys do amazing work.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you do for our community, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much for having me.
Great
We'd love
work.
to share the
Let's
story.
get that waiting list smaller,
exactly.
right?
Down. Again, your website one more time.
dmymca.org/housing or /graduate program.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being here.
you.
Good to see you again.